Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden stories in corporate filings. This week, MetLife is dropping some news and let's just say it involves a lot of shares, preferred stocks, and dividends. Get ready because we're about to decode what it all means for the company and its investors. Before we dive in, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more straight to the point financial breakdowns. And hey, we've got a fantastic community over on Discord, link in the description. Come join the conversation. Alright, so MetLife Inc. has put out a report on August 15, 2025, and it's all about announcing dividend declarations. Think of this as MetLife telling its shareholders and the public, hey, we're paying out this much money to these specific types of investors based on the shares they hold. It's a pretty standard move for a big company like MetLife, which is a major player in insurance and financial services, operating all around the world. This report is filed with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, which is like the big watchdog for public companies in America. They make sure companies are honest and transparent with their investors. This particular document is a Form 8K, which is used to report any major events that shareholders should know about right away, kind of like a breaking news alert for the company. The main company we're looking at is MetLife Incorporated. It's a pretty big deal, incorporated in Delaware, which is a common state for companies to be legally registered in. You probably know them from their insurance policies or investment products. Now, the really interesting part of these filings often boils down to the types of stock a company has and how much it's paying out to its shareholders. MetLife has its common stock, which is what most people think of when they hear stock. This is the basic ownership stake in the company. But they also have different kinds of preferred stock. Think of preferred stock as a hybrid between stock and a bond. It often comes with a fixed dividend payment and holders usually get paid before common stock holders. MetLife has several series of preferred stock like Series A, Series E, and Series F, which are all registered on the New York Stock Exchange. These are important because they represent different commitments MetLife has made to a specific group of investors. The meat of this report is all about dividends. A dividend is basically a company sharing its profits with its shareholders. MetLife announced they are declaring a bunch of them. This is good news for those holders because it means money is coming their way. For example, they're paying out a quarterly dividend of about 35 cents per share on their Series A preferred stock. This might not sound like much for a single share, but remember, preferred stock often has a set value, sometimes called a liquidation preference, like $25 per share in this case. So if you hold a lot of these shares, you'll see a more significant payout. They're also paying a semi-annual dividend, meaning it's paid twice a year, of a substantial $29.75 per share on their Series D preferred stock. This series has a fixed to floating rate, which means the dividend can adjust based on market interest rates after a certain period. This can be a double-edged sword, good if rates go up, not so good if they fall. Then there's the Series E preferred stock, where they're paying a quarterly dividend of $31.500, 52 shares. This translates to about 35 cents per to $25,000 for the individual investor holding the depository shares, which represent a small piece of these preferred shares. This translates to about 35 cents per depository share. It all matters in terms of how much exposure you have to these different types of stock. Similarly, for Series F preferred stock, they're paying a quarterly dividend of $296.87 per share on a $25,000 liquidation preference share, which comes out to about 30 cents per depository share. These preferred stock dividends are critical for investors who rely on a steady income stream from their investments. MetLife is signaling that they are in a financial position to continue making these promised payments. They also declared a semi-annual dividend on their Series G preferred stock, which has a fixed rate that can be reset. This is a bit more complex as the dividend rate can change in the future. The company is attaching the actual news release announcing these dividends as Exhibit 99.1 to this filing. This is the official statement that goes out to the public explaining these financial decisions. It's essentially the company's way of communicating important financial news to everyone who owns or is interested in their stock. And finally, like all official filings, it ends with signatures. This shows that the report has been authorized and submitted by responsible individuals within the company. In this case, Timothy J. Ring, Senior Vice President and Secretary, signed off on it. This is a formal declaration that the information provided is accurate to the best of their knowledge as required by those SEC rules we talked about. So what does all this dividend news tell us? From my perspective, MetLife is showing solid financial footing. They're able to meet their obligations to all their different classes of shareholders, which is a strong signal of stability. The fact that they are paying out dividends on multiple series of preferred stocks suggests that their underlying business performance is healthy enough to support these regular cash outflows. This also hints at a confident management team ready to reward investors. While this filing doesn't give us a deep dive into their revenue or profit numbers for the quarter, the consistent declaration of dividends is a very positive indicator. It means they are generating enough cash to not only run the business but also to distribute profits. For investors, especially those holding preferred shares, this announcement is reassuring. It confirms the income they expect. It's a good sign for the overall financial health and strategic direction of MetLife. Alright, that wraps up our decode of MetLife's latest announcement. What do you think about these dividend payouts? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into the financial world. And don't forget to join our Discord community for more discussions. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.